Last season, Barcelona have managed to win the league title even without their biggest player Leo Messi, and all thanks to Xavi for his tactics. But moving on to the current season, they are out of the Copa del Rey Spanish Super Cup and are currently not the favorite to win the league as well. With this, the club has lost their faith in Xavi and he knows it. That's why he had decided to step down as the Barcelona manager at the end of the season. So today, I will be taking over Barcelona and try to finish the things that Xavi has started and make them the best club in the world. So this is the team for season 1. Out front we have Robert Lewandowski, the current top scorer for the club in this season. Although he's 34 years of age, but he's still delivering at the moment. So I would like to keep him in this season, but I'm not sure about the next. On the left wing position we have Ferran Torres. I have my faith in him. That's why I'm going to give him the first team chance, as I believe that he will be a great player here at Barcelona, well, if he stays. On the right wing position we have Rafinha. In the middle we have Gundogan, Frankie de Jong and Romeo. And I don't really know why they have signed him, as clearly he is not fitting into this Barca team. So I have decided to put Frankie de Jong on the defensive midfield role while Pedri is going to play on the midfield. And de Jong is already feeling the setback in his overall by 2. But guys, we don't have any other options due to financial situation. We can only sign one player in the first season, and clearly this is not the position I think we need to strengthen in the first season. The player I want to sign or retain in the first season is Joao Cancelo. Well, I know a lot of you guys want me to sign Joao Felix as he has already showed his desire to play for the club, but at this moment I feel that we need to sign Joao Cancelo because we cannot find a player better than him in this position. Plus in the second season, Ansuman Fati will also be returning back to the club from Brighton. So we have to tackle that situation as well. So right now signing Felix is not looking like a good move. So the negotiation to sign Joao Cancelo has begun with Pep Guardiola. His current market value is around 60 million. So I'm going to offer 65 million for him. Let's see what Pep says about it. They want Gundogan plus 43 million, which is obviously not acceptable. I have increased the value to 72 million and let's see how they respond with it. And here we go, the deal is done. So Joao Cancelo is finally here at Barcelona, but I don't understand why he's rejoining the club when he's already at the club. Plus Cancelo has a release clause of nearly 162 million, so we have to watch out for that. With Cancelo permanently here on the centre back position, we have Ronald Araujo, one of the best centre back in the world, and he will be joined by Koundé, and on the left back we have Balde. While on the goalkeeping position we have the club captain Marc-Andre ter Stegen, and these are going to be our substitute. As you can see, Witter is here, but Yamin Lamal is still missing from the game. Plus I would love to sell a lot of players in the first season, but we'll talk about it later, because first we need to talk about the youth academy. We are rebuilding Barcelona, so we have to talk about La Masia, and as of now I don't see any good player in this youth academy. We have Stephen back, which is decent, not that great but decent comparing to others. So in order to create our own youth academy like La Masia, I have set it up a scouting network across Argentina, Brazil and Spain. Well, surprisingly the first offer that we have received is for Robert Lewandowski, and it is from the league rivals Real Madrid. They are willing to offer nearly 69.2 million for him, and to me it looks like the Mbappe deal is not through yet, so they want to sign Lewandowski, which is not going to happen. And the tactics that we are going to use in this rebuild is obviously going to be tiki-taka, because that's what they are known for. We have seen them playing with this tactics for years. So with the transfer window finally over, let's take a look at the player that we have sold in the first season. So we have loaned out Trilly to Norwich for 1 year. We have also sold Gui to West Ham United for 1 million, while Sergio Roberto has joined Atalanta for a fee of 15.5 million, whereas NL Alarcon has joined Wolverhampton for a fee of 2.7 million. And at last, Marcos Alonso joining the Serie A giant Juventus for a fee of 12.1 million. And this is going to be our final team, and let's see how this team perform in its first season. In the first season itself, we have managed to win the Manager of the Year as a Barcelona coach. And can you believe it that we have done so without winning a single title title with the club, as the award has been out in the January only. But in the end, obviously I'm going to take it. With the season ends, we have managed to win the league title with Barcelona, and we haven't just won it, we have dominated the league. As you can see, we are 12 points above Atletico de Madrid, who are the runner-ups, while 16 points above Real Madrid, who have finished third in the table. And now let's see who's got relegated this season, and surprisingly it is Girona FC, the team that has been doing a lot better in real life, unfortunately have been relegated, and the second team is Almeria and the last team is Granada FC. In the Spanish Super Cup, we have lost the finals with Atletico de Madrid. They have defeated us 4-3 on penalties. And in the Copa del Rey round of 32, it was once again Atletico de Madrid who knocked us out 2-0. And now talking about the Champions League, we have managed to top the group with 13 points and are through to the round of 16, where we faced Celtic and defeated them 4-3 on penalties. But with the team that we have, the game shouldn't be gone to penalties. And in the quarterfinals, we defeated Kylian Mbappe PSG 2-0. But in the semi-finals, once again it was Atletico de Madrid who knocked us out 4-1 on penalties, and it's the third straight competition that they have knocked us out in this season. The top scorer for this season is Ferran Torres, the boy that we have believed in. He has scored 22 goals and assisted 9 times in 54 games. Well, he is not the only player who has scored 22 goals this season, as Robert Lewandowski is also the joint top scorer with Ferran Torres. He has scored 22 goals and assisted 6 times, 3 less than Ferran Torres. The top assister for this season is Pedri with 10 assists to his name, while also scoring 10 goals in 48 games. Whereas Ilkay Gundogan has scored 2 goals and provided 5 assists, whereas Frankie de Jong has scored 8 goals and provided 9 assists in 49 games. Rafinha also has a tremendous season. He has scored 19 goals and provided 4 assists in 48 games, whereas Joao Felix has managed to score only 2 goals in 16 games. And I'm quite happy with the decision that we haven't signed him permanently. And as you can see, Victor Roque has a better season than Joao Felix. He has managed to score 7 goals and 1 assist in 29 games. So season 2 is here and we have a lot of work ahead of us, and as you can see, this is the team that we have to work with. And in this season, some of the big players need to leave the club. The first one is Robert Lewandowski. His current age is 35. His overall has decreased up to 88, and it will keep on decreasing with the passage of time. So in order to get the best amount out of him, we need to sell him this season. And the second one is Ilkay Gundogan, who is currently 33 years of age. His overall has decreased up to 84 and is currently unhappy at the moment. And we have just received an offer for him that is from Napoli. They are willing to offer nearly 26 million, which I'm going to take. While with the new season starts, some of the players have returned from their loan spell, like Ansuman Fati, Langley from Aston Villa, Eric Garcia, Araujo, even Dest and Pablo Torre, while Joao Felix has returned back to his parent club Atletico de Madrid. And finally, we have received an offer for Robert Lewandowski. It is from the Premier League club Aston Villa. They are willing to offer 14.6 million plus Douglas Luiz, and clearly I'm not interested in the player, so we have to negotiate. So we have removed the player and our asking price is 55 million, and here you go, the deal has been done. And here guys, I have received an unrealistic offer. It is from Real Madrid. They are willing to offer 2.8 million plus Nuno Mendes for Joao Cancelo. Although this offer is quite tempting, but I'm not going to accept this because this will be highly unrealistic. So with Robert Lewandowski gone, the first player I want to sign is for the striking position. For that, we have 2 options. The first one is Alexander Isak. He used to play for Real Sociedad and he's got a plenty good experience to play in La Liga. Currently playing for Newcastle United, their asking price is 84 million and we can have him for around 75 million. While the second one is the Argentinian Julian Alvarez, currently playing for Manchester City. Their asking price is nearly 81 million and we can have this deal in around 72 or maybe 73 million. While if we compare both of these players, Isak and Alvarez, both are top notch, while Isak is the first team player for Newcastle United, so it's going to be difficult to get him, while Manchester City already have Erling Haaland, so it is not going to be that difficult to get Alvarez. So I'm going to open the deal with 65 million and let's see how they respond. They want 69 million for him. So let's try to put 67 million and I really think this will do the job. So here you go, the deal has been done. We have signed Alvarez from Manchester City. So after the first signing, the second player I want to sign is for the defensive midfield role. As I don't want Frankie de Jong to play in the defensive midfield role, I want him to play in the position of Xavi or even Pedri. And in order to do that, we need to find a perfect defensive midfielder for this team. And the player I want to sign is Joshua Kimmich. Well, why not? He's been highly linked with Barcelona this season and he's got the perfect trait to be a CDM for Barcelona. Look at that, 82 defending, 83 dribbling and 88 passing. And he also comes up with 6 strong play styles. And there are strong rumors that he wants to play for Barcelona. But in order to sign him, we need to splash nearly 70 million. So here you go. We have signed Joshua Kimmich from Bayern Munich. But not for 70 million. It is for 75 million. As all the negotiations are not that easy. So Joshua Kimmich is finally here at Barcelona. He will be joined by Pedri and Frankie de Jong. And looking at the defense, it is looking sorted to me as well. We have Cancelo, Araujo, Koundé and Balde who has increased up to 83, whereas Ter Stegen remains to be our club captain. Well, these are going to be our substitute bench. As you can see, Eric Garcia has returned, so do Araujo, and let's see how this team performs in season 2. But before that, let's take a quick look at the players that we have sold this season. So the first one is Serginho Dest. We have sold him to Nottingham Forest for a fee of 21.4 million. And the next is Robert Lewandowski to Aston Villa for a fee of 55 million. And after that, it was Romeo to Inter Milan for a fee of 15 million. While Pablo Torre will be joining Juventus for a 1-year loan deal. And the news that have shook the whole football world, it is Ilkay Gundogan joining Atletico de Madrid for a fee of 26.3 million. And in order to join them, he even ditched his former club Borussia Dortmund. While on the other hand, Clement Lenglet will be joining Ronaldo in the Saudi League as he had decided to join Al Nassr for a fee of 7.2 million. Whereas Martinez will also be on his way to join AC Milan for a fee of 15 million. And with all of these things done, I can't wait to see how this team performs in season 2. So with the season finished, we have done it once again as we are the league winner for the consecutive second time by defeating Real Madrid by 4 points. And as you can see, we have scored the most number of goals this season. And I can't wait to see who is the top scorer for the club this season. But before that, let's take a look at the club who are getting relegated this season. The first one is Deportivo Alaves, then Real Zaragoza, and in the end it is SD Eibar. And now talking about the Spanish Supercopa, we have done it. We have managed to win it by defeating Real Madrid 2-1, and this is trophy number 3. And now let's see what we have done in Copa de España, and here you can see we have done it. This is trophy number 5. We have managed to lift the Copa de España by defeating Real Betis 2-0. And now let's talk about the Champions League. We have managed to top the group as we have 13 points, equal points with Newcastle United, and are through to the round of 16. Where we defeated AC Milan 3-1 on aggregate and are through to the quarterfinals. And in the quarterfinals, we faced Manchester City and defeated them 3-2. And in the semi-finals, we faced Bayern Munich. We had a history with them, but still, somehow we have defeated them 4-1 on aggregate and are through to the finals, where we are going to face Carlos Ancelotti, Real Madrid, and I can't believe this is happening. El Clasico in the finals of the Champions League. So this is the team for Real Madrid. They have signed Ivan Ferguson, they have Bellingham in the middle, they have signed Nuno Mendes that we already know, and on the right back spot they have signed Gusto, and if you look at their last 5 games, they are undefeated, so it's not going to be easy to defeat them in the finals. And this is the team that I'm going to use against them, and let's see what is the result in the finals against Real Madrid. And here you go, we have done it. We have managed to win the Champions League by defeating Real Madrid 3-0. And as you can see, Rafinha is on the score sheet, so do Julian Alvarez and Ferran Torres as well at the 73rd minute. So with the season ends, we have managed to win the treble with Barcelona by winning the Champions League, Copa de España and the league title as well. And with the season ends, let's take a look at the stats of the player who is the top scorer and assister this season. The top scorer for this season is Rafinha. He has managed to score 31 goals and provided 8 assists in 55 games. Well, he is not the only top scorer for the club, as Julian Alvarez has also managed to score 31 goals while providing 5 assists, just 3 less than Rafinha in 53 games. And the top assister for this season is Pedri. He has managed This is the reason I don't want to include release clause in some big players contract because their value increases and we are in the third season and even the clubs like Wolverhampton can pay the price like 160 or 170 million. And with all of these in Balogun from AS Monaco for a fee of 70 million. And with his installment, this team is ready to compete the rest of the season. FYI, Koundé will be back after 5 weeks as he has suffered a toe